Welcome back to Quick Take the Lead. I'm Renita Young. Now, the pandemic has upended lives and the careers of America's restaurateurs, among them celebrity chef Marcus Samuelsson. And in Washington, President Joe Biden's COVID relief plan includes $25 billion in restaurant aid. But is that enough, especially for harder hit Black businesses? And Chef Marcus Samuelsson joins us right now. Thank you so much for being here, Chef. You've been really outspoken about supporting the mom and pop restaurants and COVID's impact on Black businesses, which is disproportionate. Tell us how you came up with this idea for relief, the Black Business Matters Matching Fund, and how it'll work.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having me. Yes, the fact that there's some movement in Washington, D.C., we definitely need that. And I think this is a tapestry that's going to be, we need all partners. We need local government and we need federal government to do their part. And then we need really entrepreneurship and partnership across the board, right? So here we created Black Business Matters Matching Fund together with Uber Eats and to give out grants to Black businesses that 41% of Black-owned businesses have already closed, and only 17% have closed in white communities. And, Black and brown communities have already been hit harder, disproportionately harder through COVID than any other community, right? So we really, this fund is really meant to be something that it's true grants and not more debt. The last thing the restaurateurs and mom and pop restaurateurs needs is more debt. So this grant giving is one way to get out of it. Mm-hmm. We need, like I said, local government to help out, and we need federal government to help out.
So sticking with the grant, who is eligible to apply for them? And is it just for restaurant owners?
It's not just for restaurants. It's for small. It's for retail in general, right? In Black businesses in general, because you think about what restaurants are, they're the heart and soul of our communities. They're also evening retail. And once you pull restaurants out of the community, all other retail will go as well. So we look at small barbershops, we look at stores, people are in the community that really they're there to add quality of life, but also produce jobs in our communities, right? We know that COVID will be in our community and we were impacted more, and it will stay in our community longer, and we don't have access to institutional money in the same way. So for me, I'm really proud about what Project Bento and my team came up with together with Uber Eats to give out grants and creating the matching fund so we can give it to small businesses, because when those businesses close their doors in our communities, our community is going to go dark, and it's going to impact us, all of us, in so many other ways.
Mm-hmm. It's important to note that. I mean, these businesses thrive off of foot traffic, and so the entire neighborhood can go down. And this is how these things happen. And so I want to ask you about something that you talk about in your recently released book, Black Cooks and the Soul of American Food. You likened Black cooking in America to Black music and how it's influenced America's culture. Can you draw the connection for us again and tell us why it's important to make it?
Sure. Well, I mean, when I wrote The Rise, that me and Jose started on this journey 4 years ago, and it was really about celebration of Black excellence to American food. There are 5 original cuisines that are derivative of the African-American experience. Low country, Southern food, barbecue, Cajun, and Creole. Those are all American food, but they specifically come out of the Black experience. And our job is to give it the right authorship to that so people can have the right memories, and then also create, truly the right desire to go into our field. When we talk about pop culture and American music, something that we create here, you can't talk about American music without talking about the Black experience. Versus that is gospel, R&B, hip hop, rock and roll, or blues, right? It's clearly defined. People know about it. And everyone knows it in the world, but we also know it in America. Same thing goes for Black cooking. The more we know about our food, the more we will celebrate it. Eventually, we're going to start traveling again, and the more we will value it. And if you value something, then you will also assist and support those businesses. And we are in a crisis right now. This crisis is not going to go away because we get the vaccine. We applaud the vaccine. The vaccine is an important step, but the symptoms of corona will stay in Black and brown and impoverished communities much, much longer. We don't want unemployment to go up. We do not want these businesses to go dark. So, I challenge corporate America, specifically those businesses that have made billions of dollars out of COVID. We know that billionaires have created another $1 trillion in money during COVID. So we challenge those businesses to come back to the table, start supporting Black Business Matters Matching Fund and programs like that, so our businesses in the Black and brown communities can navigate through this period and eventually thrive once again.
Chef, what can people who live in these communities practically do to help out their local Black businesses? We have a very short time left. If you can share in a minute, please.
Yeah. Everyone can help out because it's a virtual. You can go to blackbusinessmattersmatchingfund.org. You can also, support these Black businesses by ordering takeout, maybe even ordering a merch. But even if you can't even write a check, everyone has a skill set. If you love that coffee shop, if you love that store, maybe you can help them with marketing or social media. Maybe you can help them with some skill, that technology skill. Very often these are mom and pop stores, very often immigrant driven as well. And there could be a language or a technology gap that maybe a younger member of your community or your family can help out with. Whether you're a lawyer, you can help out renegotiate a lease with a landlord, tech or marketing, or even the financial books. There's many ways we can help out as communities.
Absolutely. Chef Marcus Samuelsson, thank you so much for being here and for all that you do for the community. And before we go to break, we leave you with a moment in American history for Black History Month, an important contribution to politics and our democracy.